have another B class race that I'm going to be using this Exocet on again. Heading over to Germany at the Nürburgring. Um, Pretty challenging, tight track, fast sections, tight hairpin, slow sections. Um, Kind of track that this particular car can really shine on this kind of track. And here I'm coming around to begin the first qualifying lap. And as you can see from the speedometer right there, this is not an incredibly fast car. Um, but the other cars that are in this class, they're not, 200-mile-an-hour super monsters either. And where this particular car really shines is the speed that it can carry through the corners. And it does slide. It does do these four-wheel drift slides, but it's very, very controllable, and the car is just a blast to drive. And up here on the top of the hill, coming to this left-hander, little network glitch there, and coming back down the hill, getting up into fifth gear, coming up this back hill to where you have to have hard braking for this sharp left-hander. Little corkscrew section that sends you back up the hill, right-hand hairpin onto the front straightaway. So let's see how I do on qualifying here as we come back around to the start-finish line. Looks like as of now, I qualified second. Now transitioning over to the third qualifying lap, you can see that I've actually dropped down to fourth as far as qualifying goes. But you can never really predict what may or may not happen in any particular race, so I keep pushing. I might be able to get a little bit better time and move myself up into third qualifying position. And a lot of these cars that are in this class, they're faster than this car, but they're not able to carry that speed through the corners like this one can. So I do end up moving up to third with a lap time of 140 and some change. So let's have a look at the competition. So we've got a Honda Civic, an MX-5, yours truly, a Nissan Z car, a BMW, a 924 Turbo, a Honda S2000, another Mazda MX-5, a BMW M2, a BMW M3, and some other Mercedes and some other cars that are further back in the pack. And we're off. So this BMW here, he's quicker down this little short straightaway but I get through this hairpin better than he does. That Mazda MX-5 kind of wiggles around a little bit, and I'm able to get through better until he bangs into me. Somebody else bangs into the back of me, and I think it's that Porsche right there that spins out. So those two people, they've kind of, in my opinion, kind of taken themselves out of the equation. And I'm trying to gather up these two guys in front of me. It looks like I'm gaining a little ground on this BMW, so, but he's, as you can see, he's pulling away, so he's faster in the straightaway than I am. Now, these two guys seem to be kind of tangling with one another a little bit, so I gotta keep an eye on that as well. Slow down way, 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 and then whoop, they just, whoa, what happened? They just disappeared. And I'm in first place, okay. I'll take that. Did both of those guys quit the race? Did their machines get cut off from the network? I don't know, but I'm in first place. So I got the pedal to the metal. The first guy behind me he's pretty close. He's a half a second behind me, so I gotta drive harder. I gotta try to create some more distance between myself and the person that's in second place. And I feel fairly confident that I can get around this track faster than the people that are behind me because I qualified faster than they did. And I've already increased my distance nearly a second and a half behind me now. And I just want to keep charging. It certainly would be nice to end up on the podium in first place. I haven't done that in quite some time, and it would be a good thing. So I am increasing the time gap, although he seems to be catching up a little bit. He's down to half a second. And he slams into the back of me. And that appears to be, the rearview mirrors on this car are really small. But that appears to be a BMW. But he has dropped back quite a bit. He was right on my bumper, and now he's back to 1.4 seconds behind me. Now he's almost 2.5 seconds he's dropped back. I don't know why that guy has slowed down so much, but nevertheless, I just keep pushing on as hard as I can here. The more distance I can put between myself and the next car behind me is all the better. This is a real tight section right here. And the way that this car slides is just, and I know I've said this before, but this thing is just a whole lot of fun to drive. Kind of, we got a little wonky right there on that one. Now I've increased my gap to about 3.5 seconds, so I don't know what happened because that guy now it's 4 seconds. Um, I mean, he was right on my bumper, so it's not like he's not capable of maintaining this kind of pace. Coming around this corner to begin the final lap of the race. And since it is such a short race, it's not like you have to consider, going to the pits for tires or anything. So I've got nearly 4 second lead on this guy, so I'm feeling pretty good right now. And if I can just remain consistent on what I've been doing so far, I should be good. Now, as I come down this back hill here to head up this final uphill for the last time, something kind of interesting happens. Now, as you guys have been watching this, you can plainly see that I'm in first place, and I've been in first place for, 5 laps, 6 laps. And as I make my way around this corner right here, something kind of interesting happens. Right there, a car just appears out of nowhere. And, let me know in the comments because to me, I think I got robbed. I don't know where that car came from. As you can see, it's not there on the after race little video clip. There is a person that kind of shows up that looks almost like a hologram. Um, so, I don't know. Let me know. I think I was robbed. Anyway, I'll see you on the racetrack.